All right, so here's the 500. A few things done so far. Tent, little door lights, front lip coming. Probably won't be able to see the door lights, but little Lexus F Sport projection. And of course the R2, was it the Bazooka R2 Axleback? Get on this side so you can see it. Comes with the blue burnt tips as the only option, unless you get the dry carbon sleeve that goes around it, but I didn't care for the matte finish, so I just went with these. I asked about just doing regular polished tips, but as of right now they only offer it in this. But they did say that you can polish the blue burnt part of it off, but I don't really hate it as much as I wasn't a fan of it in the pictures, but it looks better in person. They clamp on using a little bolt-on little clamp thing. It's not the prettiest thing, but I've gotten used to it. If you didn't like it, you could just weld them on without the clamp, but I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Just gonna explain what this exhaust is. So the middle one, the inner ones on each side, are the resonated mufflers. When you have this outer one closed like I do now, they definitely are quiet. I would say ever so slightly louder at idle than the stock Axleback rear muffler. They're probably a little bit louder, but not much. After all, they are a lot smaller. And then these outer ones, the outer pipe is where that butterfly valve is, and I can open it for you right now using this remote. On is open, off is closed. The A and A plus are for the other modes that they offer. The A is after 3,000 RPM and above it's open, below it it's closed. And then the A plus, it opens the higher your RPM is. I believe it doesn't do it until 3,000 RPM. I didn't care for these modes, so I didn't run the cable that hooks up to your OBD port. It is all plug and play. Well, that part is plug and play, but I didn't care for the feature, so I didn't use it. So I will open it though, just so you can see. There's it opening and closing. When you open it, you definitely get a low frequency just hum, just rumble, and I would say it's pretty loud. I'll give it a few revs here in a minute. For the people asking if it's too loud for dailying, cold starts in the mornings, open or closed doesn't make a huge difference for that first 15 seconds of cold start. After that, the idle dials down pretty good, so with it closed it's not that bad. And then after like a minute or two, or maybe a couple minutes, just depends how cold the car is, once the cold start's completely finished, it's pretty quiet. I'd say closed is pretty comparable to the stock exhaust. When you're idling, you get on it, it's still going to be louder than the stock mufflers. It's just, it is what it is, but it does still sound good. It's clean. It doesn't have any weird raspiness with just doing the Axleback. And of course with it open, it's pretty loud for just being muffler delete essentially.